A2 Physics, Paper Code 9702, Paper 4, topic is Ideal Gases and Thermal Properties, and today we are going to solve questions from the year 2020. These are the 8 questions that we are going to solve today. All the questions are from Ideal Gases and Thermal Properties and from the year 2020. Now first question, it is from Paper 4, February-March 2020. A large container of volume 85 meter cube is filled with 110 kg of an ideal gas. The pressure of the gas is 1 into 10 power 5 Pascal at temperature T. The mass of 1 mole of the gas is 32 gram. Show that the temperature T of the gas is approximately 300 Kelvin. In topic of ideal gases, we have studied a formula PV is equal to nRT. Here we have to find out the value of T, so we have to make T our subject. By making T our subject, we got T is equal to PV divided by N into R. Now here P for pressure. Pressure is given 1 into 10 power 5 Pascal. V for volume. Volume is given 85 meter cube. Divided by number of moles. This N for number of moles. Here in the data, we don't have number of moles. Here mass of the ideal gas is given. But one more condition is given here. 1 mole of the gas is equal to 32 gram. So with the help of this given condition, we can calculate number of moles for 110 kg of the gas. Here it is given 32 gram is equal to 1 mole. Now here it is given 110 kg. First we have to convert this kilogram to gram. To convert in gram, we have to multiply this 110 by 10 power 3. So here in gram, it will be equal to 110 multiplied by 10 power 3. And for number of moles of this much mass will be equal to 110 multiplied by 10 power 3 multiplied by this 1 mole divided by 32 gram, we will get 3440 moles. So number of moles N will be equal to 3440. Now this R is constant for 1 mole of a gas and its value is 8.31. So in place of R we will write 8.31 and by solving this one we will get the answer 298 Kelvin, that is approximately equal to 300 Kelvin. Part B, the temperature of the gas is increased to 350 Kelvin at constant volume. The specific heat capacity of the gas for this change is 0.66 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. Calculate the energy supplied to the gas by heating. In topic of thermal properties, we have studied a formula Q is equal to mc delta theta, where Q for amount of heat or amount of energy, this m for mass, C for specific heat capacity and delta theta for change in temperature. Now here we have to find out the energy. So Q or E will be equal to mc delta theta. Here m mass is given here, it is 110 kilogram. Mass is given 110 kilogram. Now C specific heat capacity, it is given 0.66. Delta theta means change in temperature. Here final temperature is 350 Kelvin and here initial temperature we have calculated, it is 300 Kelvin. So change in temperature will be 350 minus 300 and by solving this one we will get the answer 3600 joules. Next part C. Explain how movement of the gaseous molecule causes pressure in the container. Let us suppose we have a container. In this container we have gaseous molecule. Now these gaseous molecules move in all possible direction with different velocities in the containing vessel. These molecules collide with each other and also with the wall of the container. During the collision, momentum of the molecule changes. Now rate of change in momentum is called force. So force is exerted by the molecule of the gas on the wall of the containing vessel. Now force per unit area is called pressure. So force exerted by the molecules on the wall of the container divided by per unit area will be called pressure. So here we can say now force exerted per unit area is called pressure. So this pressure exerted by the molecule is called pressure of the gas. Next part, the temperature of a gas depends on the root mean square speed of its molecule. Calculate the ratio RMS speed of gaseous molecule at 350 Kelvin divided by RMS speed of the gaseous molecule at 300 Kelvin. We have studied that kinetic energy is proportional to T, or we can say half mc square is proportional to T, where this C is for speed. Now here half m is constant, so simply we can write C square is proportional to T, or RMS value of this speed will be proportional to under root T. So simply here we can say RMS speed of gaseous molecule at 350 Kelvin divided by RMS speed of gas molecule at 300 Kelvin will be equal to under root 350 divided by under root 300. And by solving this one, we will get the answer 1.1. Since here it is ratio, and for ratio we don't have any unit, so this 1.1 will be without any unit, just we have to write the numeric value 1.1. Okay, it is end of the question. Next question, it is from paper 4 variant 1 of May-June 2020. Part A, state what is meant by the internal energy of a system. Internal energy is defined as sum of random distribution of kinetic energy and potential energy of all the molecules or atoms present in the system. So same thing is written here. Next part, part B, by reference to intermolecular forces, explain why the change in internal energy of an ideal gas is equal to the change in total kinetic energy of its molecule. In an ideal gas, we don't have any force of attraction or repulsion in between the gaseous molecule. Since there is no force of attraction or repulsion in between the gaseous molecule, so here we don't have any potential energy. Potential energy in ideal gases is zero. So whatever be the internal energy, it is because of the presence of kinetic energy. So in ideal gases, internal energy is equal to kinetic energy of the gaseous molecule. So just we have to write here, in an ideal gas, there is no force of attraction or repulsion. Here also we have to add force of attraction or repulsion in between the gaseous molecule. So there is no potential energy. Since internal energy is sum of kinetic and potential energy, so change in internal energy will be equal to change in kinetic energy of the molecules only. Next part, part C. State and explain the change, if any, in the internal energy of a solid metal ball as it falls under gravity in a vacuum. Here a metal ball is falling under gravity. When it is falling under gravity, its gravitational potential energy is given mgh. Since it is falling, so its height is decreasing. When height is decreasing, its gravitational potential energy will be decreasing. And when it is falling, it is moving in the downward direction, its velocity is increasing. And with the increase in velocity, its kinetic energy will be increased. Now whatever be the gravitational potential energy is lost, in the same proportion, in the same amount, its kinetic energy is increased. Since here loss in gravitational potential energy is equal to gain in kinetic energy, so net result or resultant energy will be zero. Since resultant is zero, so there will be no change in the internal energy. So what we have to write? When the ball falls under gravity, its gravitational potential energy decreases and its kinetic energy increases in the same proportion. So resultant will be zero and there will be no change in internal energy. Okay, next question. It is from paper 4 variant 2 of May-June 2020. Part A, a square box of volume V contains n molecules of an ideal gas. Each molecule has mass m. Using the kinetic theory of ideal gases, it can be shown that if all the molecules are moving with speed v at right angles to one face of the box, the pressure P exerted on the face of the box is given by the expression PV is equal to NmV square. This expression leads to the formula P is equal to 1 over 3 rho C square. For the pressure P of an ideal gas, where rho is the density of the gas and C square is the mean square speed of the molecule. Explain how each of the following terms in equation 2 is derived from equation 1. Here in equation 2, this rho means density. Now density is given as mass over volume. Now here total mass will be equal to number of molecules multiplied by mass of one molecule. So here what we have to do, we have to take V on the other side, it will become Nm over V. Now Nm is the total mass and this V is volume. So here density will be equal to total mass over volume means Nm over V. So here rho will be equal to Nm over V. What is meant by 1 over 3? In a container, we have gaseous molecule and these gaseous molecules are moving randomly in all the possible direction. Now we have three possibilities that these molecules are moving either in x-axis or in y-axis or in z-axis. We have only three axes x, y and z. So here we can say whatever be the molecules in the container, they can be divided into three parts. That's why we have to consider here 1 over 3. 1 over 3 means if total number of molecules are 1 in the container, then 1/3 will be moving in x-axis, 1/3 will be moving in y-axis and 1/3 will be moving in z-axis. So 1 over 3 means molecules in the container move in all the three directions. 1 over 3 is the number of molecules moving only in one direction. This direction may be x-axis or it may be y-axis or it may be z-axis. What is meant by C square? C square is called mean square speed. What is meant by mean square speed? In a container, the gaseous molecules are moving with all the possible velocities. So here we have to consider the average speed or average velocity. So here C square is the average speed of all the molecules that are moving in the container. So C square is molecule of a gas move with all the possible speed, and in the equation we have to consider average speed square. This average speed square is represented by C square. Now next part B. Part B, an ideal gas has volume, pressure and temperature as shown in figure 2.1. Here it is figure 2.1. Volume is given 6 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube. Pressure is given 3 into 10 power 5 Pascal and temperature is given 17 degrees centigrade. The mass of the gas is 20.7 gram. Calculate the mass of one molecule of the gas. In the topic of ideal gases, we have studied a relation PV is equal to nKT, where this P for pressure, V for volume, N for number of molecules, K is Boltzmann constant, that is constant for one molecule of a gas. This T is temperature in Kelvin. Here we have to calculate, we have to find out mass. To find out mass, first we have to find out total number of molecules. So first we have to calculate the value of N. Now N is equal to PV over KT. Now we have to substitute the value of P, V, K and T. Pressure is given here, it is 3 into 10 power 5 Pascal. Volume is given 6 into 10 power minus 3 divided by K. K is Boltzmann constant and its value is 1.38 into 10 power minus 23. Now temperature is given here in centigrade, that is 17 centigrade. This centigrade we have to convert in Kelvin. To convert in Kelvin, we have to add 17 in 273. When we will add 273 in 17, we will get 290 Kelvin. So here temperature will be 17 plus 273, or simply we can say 290 Kelvin. And by solving this one, we will get number of molecule. It is 4.5 into 10 power 23. Now here we have to find out mass of one molecule. To find out mass of one molecule, we have to divide total mass of the gas by the number of molecules of the gas that we have calculated here. Now mass is 20.7, number of molecule is 4.5 into 10 power 3. So mass of one molecule will be 4.6 into 10 power minus 23 gram. So here mass of one molecule of the gas is 4.6 into 10 power minus 23 gram. Now next question, it is also from paper 4 variant 2. It is question number 3 in the paper. Previous question was also from paper 4 variant 2 of May June 2020, and that question was question number 2. Now it is question number 3 from paper 4 variant 2. By reference to the first law of thermodynamics, state and explain the change, if any, in the internal energy of a lump of solid lead as it melts at constant temperature. First law of thermodynamics states delta U is equal to Q plus W, where delta U is for change in internal energy. This Q is amount of heat provided or amount of energy provided. This W is work done. Now if heat is provided to the system, this Q is taken positive. If heat is taken out from the system, this Q is taken as negative. And this W, this work is taken positive if it is done on the system, and if it is done by the system, it is taken negative. Now this work done is given as product of pressure and change in volume. Work done is equal to P delta V. Now here it is given lead is melted. Means lead is converting from solid to liquid state. When it will be converted from solid to liquid state, there will be no significant change in the volume. Volume will be approximately same. So here we can say this change in volume is 0. When change in volume is 0, this P delta V, this product will also be equal to 0, and work done will be equal to 0. So here work done is 0. Now what about the amount of heat? Here we are providing amount of heat to melt this lead. Since we are providing amount of heat, we are supplying heat to the system, so this Q is positive. This W is 0 and this Q is positive, so here we will have an increase in internal energy. Delta U will be equal to plus Q. Now what you have to write here, there is a very small change in volume that can be neglected, so amount of work done will be 0. Second thing, for melting we have to provide amount of heat Q, so with increase in amount of heat or amount of energy, the internal energy of the system will be increased. Part B, some gas in a toy balloon. When the balloon bursts and no thermal energy enters or leaves the gas. Again, same formula we have to use, delta U is equal to Q plus W. Now here it is given, there is no thermal energy enters or leaves the gas, means this Q is 0. Thermal energy is neither enter nor leave the gas, means this Q is equal to 0. Now second thing, when the balloon bursts, there will be a rapid increase in volume. Now product of pressure and change in volume is called work done. Since here we have a rapid increase in volume, so definitely there is some work done. But increase in volume means that work is done by the system, and work done by the system is taken negative. So here this equation will become delta U is equal to 0 minus W. Or in other words, we can say that change in internal energy is with negative sign, or this internal energy is decreasing. So what we have to write here? Thermal energy neither enter nor leave the gas means Q is 0. When balloon bursts, there is a rapid increase in volume of the gas, so some work is done by the system. Now work done on the system is taken positive and work done by the system is taken negative. And in our case it is negative. So change in internal energy will be with negative sign, or we can say here we have a decrease in internal energy. Okay, next question. Next question is from paper 4 variant 3 of May June 2020. This question is same as in paper 4 variant 1 of May June 2020. So for the explanation of this question, please check paper 4 variant 1 of May June 2020. Next question is from paper 4 variant 1 of October November 2020. Part A. The first law of thermodynamics may be expressed as delta U is equal to Q plus W, where delta U is the increase in internal energy of the system. State the meaning of. Here plus Q means heat or energy is supplied or it is added to the system. So plus Q means heat has been added to the system. Plus W means work is done on the system. If here it is minus W, it means that work is done by the system. Plus W means work done is on the system. So plus W means the work done is on the system. Part B. The variation with pressure P of the volume V of a fixed mass of an ideal gas is shown in figure 2.1. The gas undergoes a cycle of changes A to B and C to A to B and C to A. Okay, during the change A to B, the volume of the gas increases from 2.3 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube to 3.8 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube. When the change is from A to B, from A to B, volume change is 2.3 into 10 power minus 3 to 3.8 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube. Show that the magnitude of the work done during the change A to B is 390 joules. Work done is given as product of pressure and change in volume, so work done will be equal to P delta V. Now here pressure is given, it is 2.6 into 10 power 5 Pascal. Here pressure is 2.6 into 10 power 5 Pascal. Now what about change in volume? Here initial volume is 2.3 into 10 power minus 3 and final volume is 3.8 into 10 power minus 3. It is initial volume that is given here 2.3 into 10 power minus 3. It is final volume, it is 3.8 into 10 power minus 3. It is final volume that is 3.8 into 10 power minus 3. So change in volume will be 3.8 into 10 power minus 3 minus 2.3 into 10 power minus 3, and by solving this one we will get the answer 390 joule. So value of work done will be 390 joules. Now next part. State and explain the total change, if any, in the internal energy of the gas during one complete cycle. In a complete cycle, neither there is a change in temperature nor any work is done, so definitely there will be no change in internal energy. So just we have to write in a complete cycle, neither there is any change in temperature nor work is done, so there will be no change in internal energy. Part C. During the change A to B, 1370 joule of thermal energy is transferred to the gas. During the change B to C, no thermal energy enters or leaves the gas. The work done on the gas during this change is 550 joule. Use these data and the information in B to complete the table. This table we have to complete. Here we have amount of heat, it is work done, it is change in internal energy. Now here it is given A to B, so from A to B we have to find out the amount of heat, we have to find out amount of work done, and we have to find out change in internal energy. Now here it is given during the change A to B, 1370 joule of thermal energy is transferred to the gas. Means here amount of heat or Q will be equal to 1370 joules. Now what about W? Here work done we have calculated in the previous part. This work done is 390 joules. Now in calculation of this work done 390 joules, we have taken the volume at point A and at point B, and volume is changing from A to B, and here this volume is increasing. Increase in volume means work is done by the system, and work done by the system is taken as negative. So here value of work done will be with negative sign. It will be same value 390 joule but with negative sign. So here amount of work done will be minus 390 joules. Now according to first law of thermodynamics, delta U is equal to Q plus W. So to find out delta U, just we have to add 1370 and minus 390. When we will add these two values, we will get 980 joules. So delta U will be equal to 980 joules. Now we move to B to C. For B to C, it is given here that work done on the gas during the change is 550 joule. Means from B to C, work is done on the system and its value is 550 joule. So from B to C, work done is equal to plus 550 joules. And one more condition is given here. During the change B to C, no thermal energy enters or leaves the gas. Means amount of heat or Q is equal to 0. So here Q is equal to 0, W is equal to work is equal to 550 joule, and delta U is sum of Q plus W. So delta U will be equal to 0 plus 550, it will be 550 joules. Now what about C to A? For C to A, first we will check amount of work done. It is C, it is A, it is the path from C to A. When we are moving from C to A, there is no change in volume. On the x-axis we have pressure, on the y-axis we have volume. So when we are moving along x-axis, there is no change in volume, means here delta V is equal to 0. And work is given as product of pressure and change in volume. Since change in volume is 0, so definitely work done from C to A will also be equal to 0. So here from C to A, work done will be equal to 0. Now in the previous part, we have checked that in the complete cycle, there is no change in internal energy. Means change in internal energy is 0. So whatever be the increase in internal energy in the previous part, the same amount of internal energy will be decreased in this part, so that the total sum, total resultant will be equal to 0. Now here from A to B, we have checked that change in internal energy is 980 joules. From B to C, it is 550 joules. So from C to A, it should be equal to sum of these two internal energies but with negative sign. Because here it is increase in internal energy, and from C to A it will be decrease in internal energy, because in a complete cycle the net resultant, the net change in internal energy should be equal to 0. Now if we sum up these two energies, it will be equal to 1530 joules. So here change in internal energy from C to A will be equal to 1530 joules but with negative sign. Now here value of W is 0, value of delta U is minus 1530. We have to find out the amount of Q. Now with the help of equation delta U is equal to Q plus W, we can find out amount of Q, that will be equal to minus 1530 joules. So here we have calculated, we have find out all the values, and it is also end of the question. Next question, it is from paper 4 variant 2 of October-November 2020. State what is meant by the internal energy of a system. It is already discussed before that internal energy is sum of random distribution of kinetic energy and potential energy of all the molecules or atoms present in the system. Next part, part B. The atoms of an ideal gas occupy a container of volume 2.3 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube at pressure 2.60 into 10 power 5 Pascal and temperature 180 Kelvin as illustrated in figure 2.1. The gas is heated at constant pressure so that its volume becomes 3.80 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube at a temperature T. For the fixed mass of gas, calculate the amount of substance in mole. We have to find out number of moles. To find out number of moles, we have studied a relation PV is equal to nRT, where P for pressure, V for volume, N for number of mole, R is constant for 1 mole and T is temperature in Kelvin. Here we have to find out number of moles, so number of moles will be equal to PV over RT. Now here pressure is given, pressure is 2.60 into 10 power 5 Pascal. We can use these values, we can use these relation to find out number of moles. So here P is 2.6 into 10 power 5, volume is given here 2.3 into 10 power minus 3 divided by R. R is constant for 1 mole of a gas and its value is 8.31. So in place of R we have to write 8.31. This T is temperature in Kelvin. Temperature in Kelvin it is given 180. Now by solving this one we will get number of moles, that is 0.4 mole. So number of moles is 0.4. Second part, the temperature T in Kelvin. To find out temperature T, we will use the same formula PV is equal to nRT. Now here we have to find out value of T, we have to find out value of temperature. So temperature T will be equal to PV over nR. Now here we have to substitute numeric values. Value of P, pressure it is 2.6 into 10 power 5. Pressure is given 2.6 into 10 power 5. Now volume, we have to consider this volume. We will not consider this volume because here we have to find out this value. We have to find out temperature T. Since we have to find out this temperature T, so we have to use this data. So here volume will be 3.8 into 10 power minus 3. Here volume is 3.8 into 10 power minus 3 divided by number of moles into constant R. This constant R is 8.31 and number of moles we have calculated in the previous part, it is 0.4 mole. So here in place of number of moles we have to write 0.4 and by solving this one we will get the answer 297 Kelvin. So here temperature T is 297 Kelvin. Part C. During the change in B, the thermal energy supplied to the gas is 980 joules. Determine the work done on the gas during this change. Explain your working. Work done is given as product of pressure and change in volume. Now pressure is given 2.6 into 10 power 5. Pressure is given here 2.6 into 10 power 5 Pascal. Now change in volume means here we have to subtract this volume 2.3 into 10 power minus 3 from this volume 3.8 into 10 power minus 3. So change in volume delta V will be equal to 3.8 into 10 power minus 3 minus 2.3 into 10 power minus 3 and by solving this one we will get 390 joules. Here it is observed that volume is increasing. Initial volume is less, final volume is more. Means here work is done by the system and when work is done by the system, this work is taken as negative. So here work done is negative and its value will be minus 90 joule. Part 2. Determine the change delta U in internal energy of the gas. Change in internal energy is given as sum of amount of heat plus work done. Amount of heat is 980 joules. Here it is given we have supplied 980 joules of heat. So here value of Q will be 980. Here work done we have calculated here it is minus 390 joule. So by solving this one we will get the answer 590 joules. So delta U change in internal energy is 590 joules. Okay, next question. Next question is from paper 4 variant 3 October November 2020. This question is same as in paper 4 variant 1 of October November 2020. This question is already explained. So for the explanation of this question, please watch that video. Okay, now it is end of the question. We have completed all the questions from the year 2020 for the topic ideal gases and thermal properties.